Hello, hi everybody. My name is Alfredo Murguia, and I am having this class, Field Project 1, and I'm going to talk about the role of the CIO in an organization. Well, I think one of the most important lessons that I learned is that IT management is about management. What does that mean? It means that IT is not just technical details or applications that is independent from other business matters. So IT management has a really high volume of management skills to be applied over the different areas that a CIO must attend. And we're going to talk about 7 points that I consider really important for any CIO or IT manager. The first of all will be the communication. As you might understand, communication is really important. But specifically to the CIO role, it's really important to translate the technical stuff and technical specifications to business languages. What does that mean? It means that you have to be able to explain to the board of member of the boards or to the CEO what are the capabilities of any given technology. This communication also needs to be really efficient between the team leaders that report to the CIO. This is very important because if you don't have good communication and don't understand the implications or security issues or any potential threat and is miscommunicated, then you can have a really hard time trying to solve it. The second term is a really important one, is IT governance. IT governance, from my understanding, is a framework to operate and introduce new technologies into an enterprise. It's really important to have this governance framework in order to align all the technologies, all the teams into a pipeline of the enterprise, and to obtain visibility and, most importantly, acknowledgement of people responsible for each of the tasks. It has to be really clear who is responsible for what and who is doing what thing in an enterprise. Then we have the cost and value of IT. Sometimes it is really hard to understand what is the real value that a certain tool is providing. Most of the time it is not straightforward. You cannot calculate a return of investment from a particular tool because it's really hard to translate into numbers, right? So it is really important to understand the cost and the value of each of the applications in order to maximize the return and add value. We have project management, which is really important to manage the scope of each project and to manage the uncertainty and timing and cost for all of the projects. Really important to have a PMO office that can give tracking for all the projects and report directly to the CIO the status of each project and the cost and the potential issues. Then we have vendor management. As you know, in IT, the vendor management area is really important because of the many vendors and many contractors and outsourcing firms that interact with the businesses. It's really important. It's a good opportunity to send non-core activities to a third party But it's also really important to have a vendor management office that can see the contracts, the security involved, and most importantly, to make sure that the technical domain knowledge remains inside the company. We also have the service delivery and infrastructure, and it's basically very important to have the business continuity plans in place and try to renew them every certain amount of time. We have to meet service level agreements, and we have to implement a methodology such as ETL, right? And last but not least, the emerging technologies topic is really important. Nowadays, it's really hard to catch up to all the trends and hot topics in the industry. You have to be able to identify which technologies adds the value to your business. Not all of them are for you. Some of them are only fashion or trends, but maybe it's not for your business, right? So the emerging technologies, you have to be really aware, because if you are an early adopter, you can have a lot of benefits against your competitors. So basically, I'm finishing telling you that IT management is about management. It's not an easy task, and you have to take into consideration all these areas that are really important to take into consideration. Thank you very much.